Good evening, everyone. This is Linda. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. So listen, guys, I stopped in today because I wanted to just put a little something on your mind, right? So this video, I am walking around in my garden and I'm going to do a voiceover because it is so windy outside. Yeah, you won't be able to get it, right? And it's not cool, so I don't like it. So we're going to do this voiceover, okay? So today, guys, in this video, I will be sharing with you a couple of tips on how to make your fall garden grow faster. I'm going to share that today. But listen, guys, I wanted to share this. I purchased this from the Dollar Tree. I purchased a bunch of them, right? Now, I have about 3 videos in the queue waiting to be uploaded to YouTube, but just haven't done it, right? I want to give, just have them one at a time, right? So, one video I have of Jody from Thanksgiving night. It is an amazing video. I'm going to upload that one maybe sometime this weekend, right? Also, we're going to talk about this one. Another one I want to talk to you about is recalls. We have a lot of recalls. Family, be safe. Be safe out there. So I will tell you today, please go check with the FDA website and see what is being recalled. I've seen so much, especially with chicken, and go to FDA, look and see what is being recalled. Okay, family? But first, if you are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be sharing my Zone 9 garden. Yay! 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 Good morning, family. I hope you're having a wonderful day, but we're going to walk around in my garden and I am going to do this voiceover because, yes, it's windy out here. So today I want to talk with you all about how you can make your garden grow faster, especially your fall garden. So the first thing I want you to remember is that our fall garden is nothing like a spring garden. It's no comparison because of the weather and the heat and the humidity, especially here in my area, right? So the very first thing I would suggest you do to make your plants grow faster is to feed them more, right? But it is important when you feed your soil, try and do a soil test at the beginning of the season to make sure you know where the NPK stands in your garden, okay? But I fertilize my plants every 10 days. Every 10 days, I fertilize my plants. And of course, if you've been around here with me on YouTube, then you already know that I fertilize with 511. Now, in the beginning of the season, when I am dropping seeds, especially like in the grow bags and in my raised beds, I also put in granulated fertilizer. That is blood meal and bone meal, okay? And sometimes I use a garden tone, all right? But remember that granulated fertilizers are slow release fertilizers, right? It dissolves slowly. The plants will receive it, not now, but they will receive it later, all right? But if you would use a liquid fertilizer, 511 or seaweed or any other liquid fertilizer that you want in your garden, The liquids will get into the soil and the plants would be able to absorb those nutrients right away with the liquid fertilizers, okay? Now, I did have one of my supporters ask me about comfrey. Comfrey have been around for thousands of years. I do know of comfrey, but comfrey is not the fertilizer for me. I choose 511. All right? So, when you find something that works in your garden for you, this is what you do. All right? Well, this is what I do. Yeah. So, every 10 days, fertilize your vegetables. Now, when you think of your fall garden, our fall garden consists of mostly leaves. Now, we do have plants like Brussels sprout, which you're looking at right now, or turnips and beets and kohlrabis. They all need a little something extra. So the NPK, it's really, so the N in NPK is the nitrogen, and it aids new green growth. That's what nitrogen does. It helps the green part of your plants, the leaf. It aids the new green growth of your plant. Now, phosphorus, that's the P, builds strong roots. Yes, it builds strong roots and flowers, right? Potassium ensures strong and healthy plant cells. Now, the NPK is not the only nutrients and minerals your plant needs, but these are the three top ones that you need for a healthy plant. So healthy soil is vital for a healthy growing garden. Yes. Also, let's get back to the granulated fertilizers. Granulated fertilizers provides a slow release nitrogen, while liquid fertilizers, it gives it to the plants right now. All the nutrients that liquid fertilizer have, it's right now. That's what the liquid does, right? So there's other fertilizers like natural fertilizers. This will include manure, grass clipping, tree leaves, coffee grounds, eggshells, and banana peels. You want to nourish your soil. So think about that, nourishing the soil. That is what you want to do to have healthy plants. Choose plants that grow well in your zone, or plants that grows well in the season that you are in, right? It's like in the winter, you're going to drop a tomato in the winter. And I'm talking about dropping seeds of tomato outside in the winter. I'm not talking about in a greenhouse, because with a greenhouse, you could drop anything you want at any time you want. But there are seasons for everything. Also, remember that fall plants love the shade. They love the shade. They do well in the sun, but listen, they love the shade. Greenery, they love it, and they will grow fast and healthy if you give them the right amount of fertilizer. Also, collecting rainwater. Rainwater is safer. It contains fewer contaminants and is at a great pH that is perfect for most plants, encouraging better growth all around. Collect as much rainwater as possible. Also, family, the next tip is companion planting. Now, if you've been with me, you know that all this season, and even before then, I have been testing this thing out, y'all. I've been testing it out. So I've been growing leeks, garlics, and onions with all of my vegetables, from the raised bed to the containers and grow bags. So not just garlic, onions, leeks, but also herbs. I have been using basil. I have thyme and lemon balm, and what else is in there? Ginger. So I've been using a lot of herbs in the beds with these plants. So, another tip, family, if you look at my 100-gallon grow bag, there are many varieties of vegetables in that grow bag. This will just confuse the insects. When it comes to insects in your garden, this will just confuse them. They wouldn't know what to do, right? So, I have them in every bed, every grow bag. There is herbs and some kind of garlic, onion, or leek. I want them confused as hell. Yeah. Now, if I needed to spray for insects in my garden, I would use something like the lemon oil that I make or the orange oil. Also, I have made peppermint and lemon balm oil for that reason. But because of all of the herbs and the garlic and leeks and all of these great onions in these beds, I have no need to spray. All of my plants are pest free. Also, family, increasing your productivity means making the most of every space available in your garden, including the shady areas. Yeah, our fall plants love the shady area. So I'm talking about greens such as Asian greens, leeks, um, parsnips, and some fruits like black currant and gooseberries. And of course, one of my favorites, yeah, ground cherries. They love this cool weather. I didn't know that they will grow in the fall, but they are just as big as they got in the spring. And yeah, they are really, really good. Really good. So, family, when you fertilize your garden and keep everything in check, right? Your fall garden will grow big and beautiful. It will grow, right? Our fall garden should grow faster because the soil is still hot from that long summer heat we had, right? Much different from when we plant in the spring. Our spring garden soil is cold from the winter that was before it. If you have a sick plant in your grow bag or your raised bed, family, get that sick plant out of there because sick plants attracts bad bugs. Yes, sick plants attracts bad insects. And that sick plant will have every bad insect in the area in your garden. When you have plants that have dead leaves on them, get those leaves off. Get them off. Get them out of there because they will attract the bad insects. And this is something that we just don't want in our garden, right? So this is how we can have a very healthy garden by just tweaking a little bit. And the best thing is to do is just to have that soil test, right? To see where your NPK stands in your garden. Then when you got that together, they want food. You have a lot of plants that are hungry. Fall garden plants are very hungry. They love nitrogen. So with the rainwater and super juice and 511 I give to these plants, yes, and I said this on a live, is that this fall garden is one of the best fall gardens that I have had in a very long time. I'm trying to stay on top of these plants by getting rid of bad leaves. If a plant just crook and just won't make it and nothing I do to help her, I get her out of there. And yes, I drop more seeds because when you drop seeds, this is going to ensure that you are going to have plants. You are going to continuously eat. And if a plant should die, right? And plants die, you can have another plant from your garden that you drop the seed from, and you could put it in that spot, right? But family, I hope these tips help you in some kind of a way. I see some people say, my garden just won't grow. Fall gardens are amazing, family. They really are amazing when you feed these hungry plants. Some of these plants are like a banana plant. They just hungry no matter what. I could come out here and I could come out in my garden and look at my plants, and there they go with their head down. And that makes me feel sad, but that's okay because I give them something that they need. So not only do I give my plants 511 family, I also give them super juice. So with my super juice, this is what I use. All of my leaves, um, plants that I was going to throw away, um, banana peels, banana leaves from my trees. I just crush them up and put them in that water, and that is rainwater. And yeah, family, this is what you have: a nice, beautiful, healthy garden full of delicious plants. And I am just amazed by this fall garden. And it's almost like when I was talking to Turf, I was saying is that when you do everything the way you think it should be done, sometimes nothing goes right. Plants just die. You don't know why they die. But sometimes when you do things and you connect all the dots and you check all the T's and it all goes the way it's supposed to go. So yes, family, I hope these tips help you. Um, I hope you have a successful gardening season. So family, my first frost date is, I'm thinking it is December 15th. I'm not sure. But I'm not too much worried about that date. I'm more worried about February. So many of the plants that I have, most of them should be nice and matured by February. And the ones that I'm looking for is the ones like Brussels sprouts, cabbage, turnips, kohlrabi, beets, everything with a bottom on it. But all of my green leafy vegetables, I don't have a problem with it. I know they're going to be okay. And I know I'm going to have several harvests. So as of today, I have harvested 3 times from my garden. And I will be doing another harvest one day in next week, in the early part of the week, like before Wednesday, because I do want to stay on top of my garden and not. I can't afford to leave prime time. So here, this is where I clean this spot here, and I'm going to drop onions. No, green onions and leeks. That's what I'm dropping here today. And here I was telling you all that everyone cannot drop their seeds outside in November, but because I have a long growing season, I can do that. And not only that, family, what I'm doing in my garden, I'm sharing with you because this is what I'm doing. I have been doing it like this for years. not only me, my grandparents did it. Um, Gardeners in my community, this is what they did. And so I'm doing something, not that I read, not that someone told me about, but this is from experience, from past experiences. This is what I have always done, always. So uh, this is just to the new family members because all of you guys that's been here, baby, you already know that I continuously drop seeds. Yes, I need it. This is what I need to keep me going, and especially leeks, garlic, and onions. Also, parsley. Those are the vegetables in which I cook with every day. I have about 5 stalks of celery, and I use them every day. I just go out, grab me 2 or 3 stalks, and I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. But family, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope this helps you in some kind of way. I hope and pray I see you all in the live on Sunday. I will have a special guest, and I will be talking to you all about this. So check this out. I will be talking about the difference between organic and natural. What is the difference between organic and natural products? Family, we're going to talk about it on Sunday. Okay? So I pray you all have a beautiful day. I hope all goes well with you and your families. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful day. Later, y'all. Mm-hmm.